guys. My alarm for y'all coming back from PE threw my camera off. While y'all were gone and I didn't know it, I had divided all of these out, and y'all know how to divide, so I'm not gonna go back and reshoot all of that. I just took my dividend, which is my pretzels, and divided it by my students, and now I can see that when I have a high number of pretzels and a low number of students, they get a higher amount. Now, the two that were close are these two, because this one has 45 pretzels, this one has 42. So mental reasoning would tell us that if it's still only being shared by 3 people, then the one with the highest number of pretzels would get the most. And this would get second most. The other two that were close were the 42 and 24 pretzels. We have to look at that one very carefully. 24 divided by 3, they would get 8 pretzels. So these kids would be the third greatest. 42 divided by 6 kids is 7. So these kids would come next. 42 divided by 7, these kids would come next. 42 divided by 14, these kids would come next, and then the poor 3 kids that are only sharing 6 pretzels would come in last. Okay, so again, all we're doing is looking at that mental reasoning of our higher dividend. When you go from a low number divisor to a higher number divisor, if you have that same dividend, the lower your divisor, the higher your quotient, which is the final answer. We're just recognizing that pattern. The more times we divide something up, the fewer each person's going to get. Now, division patterns. That is what we were just going through, division patterns. So let's look at all of these. All of these have the same divisor. They're all being divided by 3. So if our pattern is correct, we have 36 divided by 3. 3 goes into 3 one time. 1 times 3 is 3. We subtract, bring down our other digit. 3 goes into 6 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6. We subtract, and we get a remainder of 0. So if this is 12, and this is decreasing, it decreased by how much? $36 divided by 12, or 36 minus 12, think about how much that's decreasing. Let's look, 12 divided by 3. We can do mental math on that. And we see that it came down by 3. So if we look at this one, following our pattern, this should be lower dividend, same divisor. My number should continue to go down. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Same pattern. My divisor stays the same. My dividend decreased again. So my quotient should decrease. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So my pattern is continuing. 3 divided by 3, divisor stayed the same. Dividend got lower. So quotient should get lower. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 divided by 3. If I have 1 and I'm dividing it up 3 times, I know it's going to be a fraction. And if I read it from left to right and write it as a fraction, because I know mentally it's going to have to be a fraction, 1 divided by 3. So each one is going down in the same pattern.
Ms. Menard?
Yes?
Hey, did you have any work that you want to send home for boys?
I can send a workbook home, and then because they're getting new workbooks today, and then I'm going to be posting a video for next week, and so he can do that, yes, if he has internet access.
Okay, well, he'll be back Monday.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's fine. He
All
can
right.
he can get online if he wants to and go ahead and take his math test that they took today. Okay, so what patterns do we notice? We notice if the divisor stays the same and the dividend is decreasing, then our quotient will also decrease by the same amount. All right. I have put the cool down. Oh, I'm sorry, the last one, it asked you to diagram, because we've already talked about the other two questions. What patterns are you seeing? The quotient's getting smaller. Diagram, asked you to draw a diagram of what 1/3 divided by 3 may look like. So if I had something, if I just had a diagram, and it's divided into 1/3, if I did another 1/3, if I split that again, 1/3 divided by 1, excuse me, 1/3 divided by 3. Y'all are trying to come in the door, so I'm trying to shoot a video. Hang with me. So I could do this. This would be a diagram of 1/3 because they were already split into 1/3 being divided by 3. 1, 2, 3. There you go. I'm going to post the cool down in this assignment so that y'all can work on that. Just do it on paper, turn it into the basket, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.